Hey, how's it going? This is Mike over at ToutApp. At Tout, I am on the SDR team. So basically what that means for me is that I'm constantly looking at who would be the best person for any different account that we're looking at, who would be the most appropriate person to reach out to, who's kind of the decision maker. For a lot of these companies, these people are getting, hundreds of emails every day. So what we found to be effective here at Tout is personalization. The more you can personalize it, the better chance you have at someone opening it and ultimately responding to your email. As an example, we're gonna have a mock prospect. For this purpose, we're gonna use TK, who is our CEO. So just to give you a little bit of example of kind of what my workflow typically looks like, basically I'll have my Tout live feed up here on the left, kind of to see, has someone who I sent an email to just a couple days ago just interacted with it? How are they interacting with my content? Are they forwarding it to anybody? Is it being opened from another different device from here? 2 views, 3 devices. Pretty safe to say that's been forwarded. Salesforce will up here, kind of to see a little bit more of that contact information. It integrates with LinkedIn. And then here on this other right side of the screen, typically have Gmail, where we're kind of living and breathing. So okay, TK, first I would kind of bring up his LinkedIn profile. So let's just Google him. So when looking at TK, we see, okay, he has a blog. That's really important for personalization. Let's open that as a tab. We see he's active on Twitter. Let's open that as a tab, and let's open up LinkedIn as a tab. Perfect. So here we see he's been working at Tout for 4 years. Here's his little history at some other companies. Looking down at his influencers, you could send him a piece of content that is from one of these influencers. Said, hey, I noticed you follow so-and-so. Here's an article by them that I thought you'd find interesting. Then I would probably like to look at his blog, which is really popular. The fact that he has one and is making this public is huge. So fill out his email information. Let's just say TK at ToutApp. Put a subject line. Put something personal. OpenView Labs interview. And basically say something along the lines of, hey, I know he wrote this, he had an interview on building startups. So TK is gonna see that as a subject line and say, oh, Open Labs interview. That's gonna immediately have some credibility to him, as opposed to if you just said, TK, let's talk sales. So in sending this, I would say, hey, TK, just read your interview on building a startup. Great read. Then would probably pick something templated to, let's just send him a general kind of what we do kind of thing. As you continue to lead the team at Tout, basically that takes out that kind of busy work of what are you really trying to ask? What's the real ask for him? TK is a busy guy. This is going to be a really quick kind of connect, and maybe say, TK, let's see what TK has on his Twitter as we include like a personal sneak peek into our new HQ. Perfect. So May 29th, new HQ. Let's say, congrats on the new office. Hope to swing by and check it out sometime. And then I would send something like that. Awesome. So if we look at our live feed right now, we can see that TK is currently looking at the Tout website. Most of my prospects like to give a couple minutes of a breathing time before I go ahead and give him a call. But TK is a busy guy. I know he's reading it right now. Let's go ahead and give him a call right now. So the way I would do that, hit our click to call button in the live feed. Call TK.
Hello, it's TK.
TK, what's going on, man? It's Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, noticed that you were clicking out the Tout website.
Yeah, I got an email, so I was just checking out what you guys were talking about.
Hey, so I checked out your blog a little bit. Loved, you need to continue to update it. I know you haven't updated it since August of last year. Noticed that you guys are...
I know, it's been a while.
Noticed that you guys are hiring like crazy. Think that it's worth a conversation to talk more about how we're helping teams onboard, share best practices, and ultimately close deals.
Yeah, we are hiring a lot more. We're scaling the team. We're always looking for tools. How do you guys usually help?
So I would say usually help. So as soon as a new rep kind of starts, they automatically on the first day, within 2 minutes of kind of getting set up, they have that playbook, that messaging that they know is proven to work, the analytics behind that, and it integrates into their existing workflow to not throw in a wrench into anything that they've already been working on.
Okay. Well, it sounds interesting. I just brought our new sales leader. I think he'd be interested in learning more.
I think you would be too. So here's what I think we should do. I'd love to get both of you on a call. I know that he's new. Let's find it. Maybe we can set up a time. I'll shoot you over a couple of times in an email that worked for me next week. And let me know anybody else you'd like to add to the call. And hopefully we can find a time to talk then.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, TK. Thanks, man. Enjoy your time at AISP.
Thanks. Talk to you later.
See ya. All right, so that's it pretty much. So I'm Mike. This is my workflow of how I work. Hope you enjoyed checking out how an example with TK. Just to recap, personalization is key here at Tout. People are so busy. When you can keep it personalized and find those uncommon commonalities, that's kind of what is making the difference here at Tout.